Hey guys, today's vlog is going to be 10 money saving tips, and this is a video collab, and I will link that playlist in the description. So let's get started. Number one, look at every single bill. Look at every bill just to make sure that your utility company, your cell phone company, your cable company is not charging you any additional fees that you may not be aware of. If you go back and look at some of your old bills, I guarantee you they tried to throw a $2, $3, $4 charge in there, and you're not really sure what that fee is for. If you call them, I guarantee they'll refund that fee. So make sure you're checking each bill. Tip 2, examine how much you look at TV and exactly what type of shows you like to watch, because a lot of people are paying for cable bills, Comcast, Time Warner, etc., and you don't even watch TV. As the case was with my family, we actually watch more internet-based TV, which Netflix, Hulu, some online movie programs. So we didn't really watch cable all that often, and we actually love sports, so we actually do look at a lot of the local channels, which you actually can get if you have an antenna. You don't even need any cable service. So that's one of the things. If you are like us and you love Netflix and you love Hulu, you can actually eliminate your cable bill, which I'm sure is costing most people from $100 to $200 a month. So you can eliminate that and put that money in your pocket. Hulu is I think like $10 or something, and Netflix is like $15. So your biggest cost will probably be your internet service, which we actually because my husband he's a gamer and all that, so he loves fast internet. So we do pay a little bit extra for internet, but we save a lot of money not having cable, not paying for HBO and Showtime and Cinemax and all those different type of shows. Alright, so tip 3, examining or changing your cell phone service. We were originally with AT&T. Looking at the different plans that AT&T offer, we decided it was going to be better for us to go with a carrier. We're actually with T-Mobile right now. T-Mobile plan is way less expensive, and our service is actually better, especially since we relocated. So that was something that really saved us a lot of money. I mean, like $100. I mean, it literally cut $100 off of our cell phone bill every month. So again, look at what you pay and look at what another carrier offers. You may be getting a better deal all the way around. All right. Tip number 4. I actually have a flex fuel vehicle. However, I found out, and you can definitely do this as well, I figured out that I actually was putting more gas in my car getting the Flex Fuel 85 instead of just getting unleaded. Why, you might ask? 85 burns faster. Nobody told me that. So having a Flex Fuel vehicle, yeah, you may save a couple of pennies at the tank, but you're going to find yourself actually getting gas more often, which means you're going to be spending more money. So we're saving money here, so we want to just stick with that regular unleaded, or if you do premium or whatever, but unleaded will get you everything you need. Okay. Tip number 5, take your lunch to work every day. Do not get caught up eating lunch out with your coworkers every single day. Over the long haul, you're going to be spending tons of money. You're talking about, for one person, eating between $7 and $15 for lunch every single day. It adds up. Not including, say you don't want to cook, and so what you got to do? You're going to have to eat out again. So for one person, you may end up spending $30 just to eat one day. That adds up. It may seem like a good idea at the moment, but it adds up. So what you do is, once you're, get into that routine of cooking, cook a little bit extra. That way you have enough for lunch the next day. Tip number 6, invest in a K-Cup. If you're like me and you like your coffee every single morning, invest in a K-Cup. I actually purchased mine for about $60 during the holiday season 2 years ago, and it is still work. I clean it probably every 2-3 months just to make sure there's no buildup. But look, making coffee at home beats driving, spending $1.50 every day, or even some people going to Starbucks. Oh my God. Save your money. Save your money. If you just want a decent cup of coffee, invest in K-Cup. There's a K-Cup for every single type of coffee or tea drinker there is. So definitely save your money and invest in a K-Cup. Number 7. If you like drinking coffee and you don't want to get a K-Cup, do not go to Starbucks every morning. Go to the QT, which is a gas station. They have so many varieties, or MAPCO if you are near MAPCO, or McDonald's. A lot of them, you can find one. I'm sure they have one on every other corner. They normally have specials any size $1. Invest. Keep your money in your pocket. All right. 8. Couponing. I know that sounds like a fad. I know a lot of people are into this extreme couponing, which is great if you do extreme couponing. But if you're like me and you just want to just save some coins, you're going to look for specials, sales. I do clip coupons. I'm not always that good about using them, but the intent is there, and so I definitely could get better on it. I've actually looked into some extreme couponing groups, so we'll see. That's one thing I might focus on going forward, but it's definitely not something that I do at the moment. But definitely coupons. If you can save on things that you buy on a regular basis, then that's something good. Alright, the next thing, number 9, buy in bulk. That is something that I do all the time. It is 5 of us in the household. 6 if my daughter is here. 7 if my stepdaughter is here. 8 if my niece is here. We buy in bulk. And besides, I hate going to the store every other day. I hate when I forget one thing and I literally have to go to the store for one freaking thing. So, I buy in bulk. I use, Walmart has, if you get the groceries, they'll bring them out to your car. You can go to Sam's. Sam's also has a, I don't know what it's called, but you can actually order it online, and when you get there, you just pay for it and then go. So that's really a good option. But I use another thing called Box. And it's actually an app that you can get on your phone, your tablet, and it's literally just like Sam's. You go through, you can search for certain things that you want, and you can purchase any quantity you want, and guess what? It delivered to your door. So, we use it all the time. You just come home from work and bam, you got boxes on your door of all your items, and guess what? You just take them in and put them up, and you're good to go. Another thing Amazon has, is similar to Box. I have not used it, but I know people who have and they really, really like it. So that's something that I may also do, because guess what? I have Amazon Prime, because I don't like paying shipping on all my stuff from Amazon. Alright, number 10. Check your insurance. Be very careful about when you purchase insurance. I know sometimes we just choose to just take what we can get, and then we really don't look at all the fine print. But it's really important that you take your time and you shop for car insurance. Make sure you're getting all the coverage you need, and also that you're not paying more for some coverage, because I've done it in the past. I realized that I was paying more for less, and then when I went somewhere else, I was getting more. You know what I'm saying? I could get more for the same amount of money. So you just have to be careful. And I think they take, now especially because we're in the internet age, we want things right then and there. They take advantage of those things. Also, too, when you guys renew, sometimes they add extra fees in. Pick up the phone and call them and find out why the fees are, because there may be an opportunity for you to start looking for another insurance carrier. When you're getting health insurance, vision insurance, life insurance, all those things, particularly through your job, make sure that you're looking and it's really what you need. Sometimes it's you don't want to be overinsured, but you don't want to be underinsured either. For instance, my family, we don't really go to the doctor that often. My children go for regular checkups. They're all up to date on shots and all those type of things. However, my kids are hardly ever sick, and I say hardly because, yeah, who doesn't get a summer virus, who doesn't get a cold? But they've never been, I'm blessed, they've never been sick, or I've had to actually take them to the doctor because they were sick. And so given that, I actually have a health plan that has a higher deductible. And people are like, why are you gonna do that? Well, you know what, if I'm saving all my money through these 2 tips, if something do happen, then I'll have the money set aside that I can afford to pay for whatever. But you know, those low deductible plans, those are for people who are really sick all the time. They need prescriptions, they go to the doctor on a regular basis. So if you are blessed, keep yourself healthy, take care of yourself, so you don't have to go and you don't have to worry about it. And that's the one thing I can say is I have insurance. I've been blessed not to have to use it. My children go for their 2 cleanings a year. I go, my husband goes. And so we don't have to be concerned with going to the doctor on a regular basis, because that is very expensive. You know, I pay enough that I don't go, but there are people that pay a whole lot more and have to go all the time. So you have to take those little blessings. So, and not including in my tips, you guys. So that was my top 10 money saving tips. Another one, and I think a lot of us take things for granted, is to take care of yourself. There's something that I said earlier, but I do believe in a work-life balance, which means that I'm very passionate about my career and what I do, but I'm also passionate about spending time with my family and being here for my kids and my husband. So I have to take care of myself. You know, I can't let, you know, high blood pressure, you know, make me have a heart attack. I can't be stroked out because of stuff. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't be sick. You know, I want to be here. And if something happens and I have to leave this earth, I don't want it to be because I was stressed out about something that I couldn't control or anything else. And so we'll talk about more of that later, how I actually became, how my mind sort of changed on those type of things, and why it's important that like I said, I feel like you should just stay healthy. Sometimes you just gotta let stuff go. Oh well, you didn't make the deadline, you have to do better next time. You just have to sort of roll with things sometimes. So anyway, and I still owe you guys a Q&A, so I have not forgotten about that. I have just been busy. If you guys hadn't noticed my background, I'm actually in my little craft area. You guys sort of noticed that I'm sort of panning right now, but and actually I share my craft area with my kids. They actually have a play area over there, but they're outside right now, so I'm able to sort of film in silence. But I am gonna do a Q&A. I actually had to push it back a little bit, as I just told you guys, work-life balance. Some people wanted some orders, and so I decided to, you know, go ahead and take care of those things first. But I wanted to get into this collab about these top money saving tips that I know I use and I could pass on to someone else, and it may not be new to anyone else. And also, again, this is something that I use and I invest my own money in, but I've also started using this thing called Stash. It's an app, but it allows you to invest. And actually, me and my daughter is doing it together. So that's something pretty exciting, just something a little bit on the side. But anyway, if you have opportunity, just look into it. But thank you guys for joining me and listening to my top 10 money saving tips. Definitely look for the next video because it's coming out.